It's been a strong quarter for Biocon. Net profit grew almost 50%, while margins also saw an expansion. I managed to speak to Kiran Mazumdar, Chairperson and MD of the company, and I began by asking her the timeline and plans for Fulphila, which is one of the key drugs that Mylan has launched in trade today. Let's listen out for the entire interview.
Well, I think, what I have also shared with the market is the fact that we are now very confident to deliver on our guidance of $200 million of the biologics business. And as far as Fulphila is concerned, obviously it has just been launched by our partners Mylan in the US market, and we hope as first movers to basically garner a decent market share. But I won't be able to give you exact numbers because that question is better posed to Mylan than to Biocon. Apart from that, the reason why we remain very optimistic on our biologics business is because we also have the opportunity to launch our insulin glargine Semglee in the European and Australian markets later this calendar year. So I think all in all, the biologics are beginning to basically deliver for us in terms of, growth drivers, and this is what we are very, very focused on.
Okay, that's what I wanted to get to next. The next question is on glargine. You spoke about, you wanted to get it out in the European market. What's the timeline, rough timeline we see this happening? What are the steps that are left before this launch actually happens? And what's the strategy in terms of monetizing this product?
Well, you know that this product has already been approved by the European authorities, and I think we are in the stage of preparation to get this product into the European market. And I think Mylan hopes to get it into the European markets by the end of this calendar year. And we also have a similar approval in Australia, so we are looking at that opportunity as well.
Ma'am, can you share us any kind of updates that are there as far as the Copaxone filing with the FDA is concerned?
Well, Copaxone has basically, resulted in a number of queries being asked by the US FDA, and we are in this process of responding to all these queries. And let's see, if all goes well, we hope that we get some positive readout by the end of this fiscal.
Most of your plants are now clear. Just wanted to reiterate, is there any regulatory issue that are pending in any of your plants at this point of time?
Well, as you know, our Bangalore facilities have been approved both by EU and by US FDA, and I think those were the biggest concerns for us.
Okay. In terms of the R&D spends, you obviously spend a lot of money in, R&D. What's it going to be for FY19? Can you share us more details on your R&D spends? What are you looking to do there?
So we did see a slightly lower R&D spend this quarter at about 88 crores. But I think on an annualized basis, you're likely to see this R&D spend at around the 450 crore level. So it is going to increase in the coming quarters as we basically start advancing many of our biosimilar programs. You know that bevacizumab is in phase 3 trials. Aspart is about to enter phase 3. It's completed phase 1. And we've also started our Sandoz program, so that will also incur some R&D spends. So I think you are likely to see increased R&D spends. We've also started investing a lot in our generic formulations based on ANDAs. And our novels are also beginning to fire. So I think we are going to see increased R&D spends in the coming quarters.
Okay. And my final question, how do you see the balance of FY19? You already earlier indicated a guidance of $1 billion top line. Is that in place? What other things are you seeing for the balance of the year?
So like I said, we are still trying to see how we can attain that particular guidance. But at least segmentally, I think we are able to basically see some clarity in terms of us being able to deliver on some of those stated numbers. The biologics business being the most important because it is a high margin business, and to be confident in delivering on that $200 million guidance is very important in terms of this guidance.